Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Nitin Joshi, Professor of Neurology with teaching experience of 25 years, working as consultant neurosurgeon in Panvel for more than 30 years. Today, we'll see the topic anatomy and nerve supply of corpora cavernosa. Anatomy of corpora cavernosa. Corpora cavernosa of penis are two expanded cylinders made up of erectile spongy tissue enclosed in thick connective tissue called tunica albuginea. This connective tissue forms a form of a sheath which is called as tunica albuginea. These two corpora cavernosa proximally originate as two separate structures called crura from undersurface of ischiopubic rami. These two crura fuse with each other at level of undersurface of pubic arch and then remain attached to each other till they reach corona glandis of glans penis. The tunica albuginea, which encloses erectile spongy tissue of corpora cavernosa, is thick and gives great flexibility to expand and elongate corpora cavernosa, thereby increasing the circumference of penis during demusence and full erection phase of erection. Tunica albuginea also gives rigidity and tissue strength so as to achieve full erection phase and helps to penetrate vagina and perform sexual act till its termination. This tunica albuginea is made up of two layers. Inner layer bundles oriented circularly, while outer layer bundles oriented longitudinally with multiple sublayers. Circularly oriented inner layer bundles enclose and support cavernosus spongy erectile tissue. From this inner layer radiate intercavernosus pillars. These intercavernosus pillars help to form septum which separate two corpora cavernosa. However, in man, the septum between two corpora cavernosa is incomplete. The tunica albuginea is composed of elastic fibers which form irregular meshwork or network on which collagen fibers rest. This tunica albuginea plays an important role in compression of emissionary veins during erection. Thus, corpora cavernosa are supported by fibrous skeleton that includes tunica albuginea, the septum, intercavernosus pillars, the intercavernosus fibrous framework, and periarteriolar and perineural fibrous sheath. These periarterial fibrous sheath protects the arteries from occlusion by tunica albuginea during erection. Each corpus cavernosum is conglomeration of multiple blood sinusoids enclosed within tunica albuginea. These blood sinusoids are interconnected to each other as well as separated by connective tissue septa called trabeculae. These trabeculae contain smooth muscle fibers, elastic fibers, collagen fibers, and arterial connective tissue. So these trabeculae contain smooth muscle fibers, elastic fibers, collagen fibers, and areolar connective tissue, not arteriolar, areolar connective tissue. The terminal branches of cavernosal nerve and helicine arteries are intimately related to smooth muscle of corpora cavernosa, which is involved in process of erection. Central blood sinusoids are larger in size. Peripheral blood sinusoids are smaller in size. Helicine arteries, which are branches of cavernosal artery, empty blood in blood sinusoids and give nutrition to entire corpora cavernosa. During process of erection, due to relaxation of smooth muscle of the arterioles and blood sinusoids as well as trabecular smooth muscle, there is rapid increase in blood flow so that intracavernosus blood gas level will be similar to arterial blood gas. Now, nerve supply of corpora cavernosa. Corpora cavernosa receives nerve supply through both autonomic nervous system and somatic nervous system. Autonomic nervous system means sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system, while somatic nerve supply means sensory and motor nerve supply. Preganglionic fibers of sympathetic nervous system originate from cells of intermediolateral nucleus present in lateral column of thoracolumbar region of spinal cord. Nucleus means collection of nerve cells in central nervous system. For penis, sympathetic pathway originates from 11th thoracic to 2nd lumbar spinal segment, that is T11 to L2. Recent studies have shown that in human beings, T10 to T12 segments of spinal cord mostly give origin to sympathetic fibers. The preganglionic sympathetic fibers arising from preganglionic cells pass through anterior ventral root. This anterior or ventral nerve root unites with posterior or dorsal nerve root to form a spinal nerve in neural canal. This spinal nerve comes out through intervertebral foramen, which in turn divides into 4 branches. One of these 4 branches is white ramus or ramus communicans, which joins sympathetic ganglia. These ganglia for penis are sacral ganglia or coccygeal ganglion, which is also called as coccygeal impar. Collection of nerve cells in peripheral nervous system is called ganglion. Postganglionic fibers arising from the cells of ganglion are long, run in form of sympathetic trunks, while some fibers run in form of splanchnic nerves. The superior hypogastриc plexus is located on anterior aspect of lower part of anterior abdominal aorta. Anterior abdominal aorta means abdominal aorta. At level of aortic bifurcation, superior hypogastric plexus bifurcates into right and left hypogastric nerves. These hypogastric nerves unite with pelvic splanchnic nerves to form inferior hypogastric plexus, which extends in pelvis to terminate into pelvic plexus. The parasympathetic pathway arises from neuronal cells present in anterior column of 2nd, 3rd and 4th segment of sacral spinal cord, that is S2 to S4. The preganglionic parasympathetic fibers being long, after arising from preganglionic cells, they form pelvic nerve. The nerve fibers of pelvic nerve make synaptic connection with the neuronal cells present in pelvic plexus. Postganglionic parasympathetic fibers arise from pelvic plexus, which are short and are joined by sympathetic fibers present in hypogastric nerve. In pelvic plexus, sympathetic and parasympathetic fibers merge to form cavernosus nerves. Thus, cavernosus nerves are branches of pelvic plexus which innervate penis, that is corpora cavernosa and corpus spongiosum, and modulate neurovascular events involved in erection and detumescence. Studies have shown that stimulation of pelvic plexus and cavernosus nerve induce erection through parasympathetic pathway, while stimulation of sympathetic trunk or hypogastric nerve induces detumescence. Thus, sacral parasympathetic input is responsible for erection, while thoracolumbar sympathetic input is responsible for detumescence. Now comes the somatic nerve supply, that is sensory nerve supply and motor nerve supply. Sensory nerve supply, sensory pathway begins as receptors. Receptors are sensory or afferent bare unmyelinated nerve endings or specialized capsulated structures. These receptors work as transducers, that is, convert one form of energy into another which has originated from internal or external environment. Receptors convert various form of energy from internal or external environment into nerve impulse, that is electrical energy. Receptors in penis involved in erection are actually the tactile receptors, that is Meissner's corpuscles, present in glans penis, penile skin, urethra and corpus cavernosum. The tactile receptors are mechanoreceptors innervated by free nerve endings which are thin myelinated A delta and unmyelinated C fibers. Bundle of fibers arising from the receptors unite to form dorsal nerve of penis, which carry information about the sensory input to S2 S4 segment of the spinal cord. From the spinal cord, information is carried as sensory pathway or ascending tract in form of spinothalamic tract and spinoreticular pathway. These sensory ascending tracts carry information via brainstem to thalamus. Thalamus is a main relay station of sensory input. Then from thalamus, information is carried to somatosensory region in parietal lobe, that is sensory cortex present in the postcentral gyrus of parietal lobe. Now the motor pathway. On-off nucleus is present in S2S4, that is second to fourth sacral spinal segment. It is the center of somatomotor innervation of penis. Fibers arising from on-off nucleus are sacral nerves which then travel through pudendal nerve to innervate ischiocavernosus and bulbospongiosum muscles. Stimulation of pudendal nerve causing contraction of ischiocavernosus muscles cause compression of engorged corpora cavernosa, thereby causing further increase in the intracavernosal pressure, thereby producing rigid phase of erection. Thank you very much.